Hey everyone, I'm Ellen here at etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Airlift 1/4 inch airline tubing. This is always a handy thing to have for any kind of air suspension component. 1/4 inch air tubing is pretty ubiquitous. It's used in a lot of different applications. So this is going to be 30 additional feet of air tubing. So if something happened to your original line, got a kink in it or maybe a groove, sometimes if you drag it across a sharp edge, it can cause grooves in there. Whatever the case might be, this is going to give you a nice long length of line to replace that and get you back to operational. So it is going to have that 1/4 inch diameter, so it'll fit with all your push to connect fittings. Again, 30 feet long in total. It is DOT approved to use on the road, and it is going to be nice and flexible, so you can have that going over any kind of components, swooping out of the way. You want to make sure whenever you're running it, though, as I kind of mentioned before, you don't want to drag it across any kind of sharp edges that can kind of gouge out the side of that line, and especially wherever you cut it, those gouges can now cause air to come through along the sides. So you want to be sure to kind of pull it across just by hand rather than letting it drag across any edges. Also want to keep it away from anything hot like your suspension, or excuse me, like your exhaust, and also keep it away from any moving components like your suspension. It's also a good idea to make sure that you don't kink this at too sharp an angle. You want to let it kind of swoop at a nice curve. You don't want to have it going at a 90 degree. So give yourself enough room to kind of gently go around any sort of turns and swoops and things like that. Use plenty of zip ties to hold that line up in place, and that should be about all you need to know for this. Whenever you do get everything connected, of course, the easiest way to test to make sure that there's no leaks, use some soapy water, spray that on all your connections, make sure that there's no little bubbles forming after it kind of settles. As long as there's no bubbles forming, you should be good to go and get back out on the road. That's pretty much going to do it for our look at the Airlift 1/4 inch airline tubing. I hope this has been helpful in figuring out if this is going to be the right line for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.